Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Thursday, February 9th, 2017. I am Ashley Inge.
And I am Katelyn Rivera.
Today's top stories include new information on a future NASA mission and the appointment of Betsy DeVos as Education Secretary.
These stories and more coming up next on Texan TV.
In campus news, Texan News Service reports that a registered sex offender withdrew from Tarleton State University after being accused of touching a female student in the Dick Smith Library. We go now to Brittany Scott with the latest on the story.
Thanks, Ashley. I'm outside the Dick Smith Library where 49-year-old Preston McMurray was accused of inappropriately touching a female student's thigh. According to the Tarleton police report, the victim claimed that McMurray touched her on November 28th of last year. In an interview with Texan News, McMurray claimed that he did not touch the woman's thigh. However, he did say that he has brain damage and his short-term memory is shot. McMurray was arrested for indecency of a child by sexual contact in 2000 and was attending Tarleton as a commuter student. Later, he said that he chose to drop out because he did not want to be accused of anything that he didn't do or couldn't remember. Reporting live from the Dick Smith Library, thanks, Ashley.
Thanks, Brittany. Pick up the latest issue of Texan News to read the full story.
In local news, the Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that Stephenville ISD's Brianna Hodges has been selected as Texas's Instructional Technology Specialist of the Year. Hodges was presented with the Golden Apple Award and $1,000 cash prize and a formal ceremony and reception hosted by the TCEA, which is an organization devoted to the use of technology in education in Austin. Stephenville ISD Superintendent Matt Underwood said that she was only in her new position for 1 year, and to make that big of an impact in a single year is pretty amazing. After receiving this award, Hodges wants to continue to see Stephenville ISD grow.
And now today's Texas national and international news from the Associated Press. Saturday, Baylor University fired a newly hired assistant strength and conditioning coach, Brandon Washington, after he was arrested on a prostitution solicitation charge. Deputies arrested the 33-year-old coach at a Waco area hotel. Baylor officials fired Williams after learning of his arrest earlier that Saturday on a misdemeanor charge punishable by up to 180 days in jail and a $2,000 fine. New football coach Matt Rule said when he arrived at Baylor, he made a commitment to character and integrity in the program. He called Brandon's actions completely unacceptable.
Now our national news comes from the Associated Press. Charter school advocate Betsy DeVos won confirmation as Education Secretary Tuesday by the slimmest of margins, pushed to approval only by the historic tie-breaking vote of Vice President Mike Pence. Two Republicans, Susan Collins of Maine and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, joined Democrats in a marathon effort to derail the nomination of DeVos. The Senate historian said Pence's vote was the first by a vice president to break a 50-50 tie on a cabinet nomination. Despite the win, DeVos emerged bruised from the highly divisive nomination fight opposed by half the Senate. She faced criticism, even ridicule, for lack of experience and confusion during her confirmation hearing. In addition to DeVos, Republicans hope to confirm a series of other divisive nominees this week. Alabama Republican Senator Jeff Sessions as Attorney General, GOP Representative Tom Prive of Georgia as Health Secretary, and Financer Stephen Mnuchin as Treasury Secretary.
In international news, the Associated Press reports that the European Space Agency will contribute key components for a future NASA mission to send humans around the moon. The last time an astronaut went beyond low orbit around Earth was in 1972. The European Space Agency and aerospace company Airbus have delivered a propulsion and supply module for a new unmanned flight called the Orion spacecraft that will launch next year. The agency said yesterday that the two organizations agreed with NASA to build a module for a second manned mission that will take place as early as 2021. Orion's purpose is to expand human exploration to destinations like Mars. For more of today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Jeff Sessions is set to be sworn in on Thursday as the new Attorney General. Sessions won Senate confirmation by a vote of 52 to 47 after a bruising battle. Ceremonies took place across South Korea, marking the 1 year before the start of the 2018 Winter Olympic Games. Drone video revealed footage of the Olympic sites in Pyeongchang, while the Olympic torch was unveiled in Gangneung. Snowstorms and blizzards are sweeping through Romania, with temperatures dropping to negative 7.6 degrees Fahrenheit in parts of the country. Extreme cold warnings have been issued in the central and southern regions. And in China, over 500 members of a family reunited in a southeastern village during the Chinese New Year to take a family photo. The Ren dynasty has currently over 1,000 members living in various parts of the country, ranging from 25th to 31st generations. Emily Roseman, Associated Press with AP News Minute.
In sports, ESPN will be broadcasting here at Tarleton State University Saturday, February 11th for both the men's and women's basketball games. We will be hosting Angelo State, starting with the Texans at 2 p.m. and the men at 4 p.m. Tarleton Athletics will be giving away free purple t-shirts and rally towels at the doors, but supplies are limited, so get there early.
The lower section of the seating will be for Tarleton fans who are wearing purple or are showing physical school spirit such as body paint. Free admission for students with their IDs and other tickets can be purchased at the www.tarletontickets.com, so come out and pack the gym.
In other sports news from the Associated Press, Atlanta Falcons are shaking things up. After giving up a huge 25-point lead in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, Coach Dan Quinn has dismissed defensive coordinator Richard Smith and defensive line coach Brian Cox.
Falcon fans can expect to see 2 new coaches by the new season. And now for the weather. According to the National Weather Service forecast, we can expect the unusually warm weather to continue throughout the weekend. Today, our forecast is a little lower than the past few days with a high of 66 and a low of 45. Friday, we can expect a high of 75 and a low of 59. Enjoy the sunshine, Texans.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.
Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in to Northland Cable Channel 9.
You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news.
Today's broadcast was produced by Brittany Scott, Haley Smith, and Dylan Craig. Have a wonderful day, Texans.